Hello folks, Midwest F-150 here. I did want to make this video to get folks up to speed on all the different things that we did in the Nissan Sentra. We got a lot of subscribers from that last video, and I think I owe it to you guys just to get you up to speed on everything we've tried. I started running the Valvoline Restore and Protect in November of 2024 in order to address the P0011 timing to advance code on the Sentra. And after a couple thousand miles, the code went away. The one thing that didn't go away is the oil consumption. We were still burning a quart of oil for every 500 miles traveled. So we continued using it for about 10,000 miles more to see if there's any reduction in the oil consumption. Unfortunately, there wasn't. In that time frame, we also did a number of different oil treatments, including AT205, fuel additives, including gum out, Chevron Techron. I replaced the valve cover gasket. I replaced the PCV valve, the PCV hose, spark plugs. There were so many different things that we did in order to give ourselves the best chance at reducing oil consumption. After all of that was done, I did a Berryman's B12 piston soak about a year ago. Mind you, when I did that Berryman's piston soak, I had only soaked it for 2 hours. Oil consumption did not come down after that piston soak, and a few of our subscribers had recommended that we run a high mileage oil as well as a thicker oil. So what I did was I started running the Pennzoil Ultra Platinum 0W40. We ran it for about 600 miles and noticed that the oil consumption actually increased. After experiencing that, I talked to one of our subscribers, Escape the Farm, and he's like, hey, try this Valvoline high mileage premium full synthetic oil. So I ran it, the 5W31, and unfortunately that didn't help with oil consumption. And then we got to Thanksgiving time and my brother was off, I was off, so we decided to do a 24-hour piston soak with the Berryman's B12. So we did the Berryman's piston soak, and then I changed the oil after the soak without starting the vehicle. I put a synthetic blend in there, drove it for about 5 miles to flush all that Berryman's out from all the different passages that it might have gotten into. At this point in time, we were using the Valvoline High Mileage Plus synthetic blend. It's intended for vehicles with more than 150,000 miles. That didn't help, and a couple months ago, I'm like, you know what? Valvoline Restore and Protect has been the only oil that's made a difference on this vehicle in terms of the problems it solved. And I want to continue running this thing to see if there's anything else it can do. Right now, the engine is still dirty. We're at a point where, okay, oil consumption is gonna happen unless we overhaul the engine, which we're not ready to do just yet. But we're gonna run the Valvoline Restore and Protect for as long as we can to see how much cleaning can be achieved. About a week ago, I did the spark plugs on the Sentra, and I decided to take the valve cover off so that we can get images of what the inside of the valve cover looks like. So here are a few pictures of what that looks like. I don't have a whole lot of good pictures of what it looked like before we ran Valvoline Restore and Protect, but I think moving forward, this is gonna be our reference point for Valvoline Restore and Protect. And then, in about 5,000 miles or 10,000 miles, we'll open up the valve cover again. That's kind of the direction that I'm gonna go on this channel with the Valvoline Restore and Protect. In all the family vehicles, we're running it wherever we can, except my brother's girlfriend. We're testing out the Mobile One Advanced Clean on that to see if it can truly clean our engine, which so far it seems like it can. But I got the Valvoline Restore and Protect on the Sentra, Valvoline Restore and Protect on my brother's Acura TLX, and Valvoline Restore and Protect on my own F-150. Reason why Valvoline Restore and Protect is such a big fan of it is in modern engines, a lot of it is oil cooled. So for my F-150, there's actually an oil line that goes into the turbos to maintain temperature. And so in order to have the best control of temperature, you want maximum contact between the motor oil and the metal surfaces. And so what can happen over time as you're using oil is sludge and carbon deposits build up. And so if the Valvoline Restore and Protect can keep those surfaces clean, then you can maximize the heat transfer between fluid and metal. And so if you can control heat, that can help with the overall reliability and longevity of your vehicle. Because on this channel, we're trying to get my truck to 500,000 miles, and I feel like Valvoline Restore and Protect, when combined with an appropriate oil change interval, can make all the difference. Consider subscribing to stay close to my journey across the many vehicles within our family that are running this motor oil. All right, bye now. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. On this channel, I'm on a mission to reach 500,000 miles on my 2021 F-150. Along the way, you can expect regular updates, in-depth product reviews, live streams, and more. Subscribe now to stay up to date and be part of the journey.